Man, you guys, 2020 is looking so good. And we got 2020 vision. Ew, that was a terrible joke. I'm so sorry I made it. Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to a special little program I have here. I normally do weekly reads, but this time, because it's New Year's Eve, we are going to be doing a Your Year in the Cards. Yes, we're going to go by each month, and we're going to start up here, work our way around, and end up here in December. So, before I start, I just want to say hello. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, please do. I very much appreciate it. And if you're already subscribed, nice work. So let's get started on this full 12-month spread. I'm very excited to do this. I don't think I've done this before. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I did this for myself on my birthday one year. I'm pretty sure that was last year. It was good. Anyway, here we go. Let's bump right into it. So in this middle here, underneath this rose quartz power box, we have our it's an oracle card from Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. I actually got it from my sister for Christmas. Very excited. Anyways, this card here is going to kind of reflect on our theme for the year, and our theme for the year is community. Now, this card represents not like your community, small town or whatever, but like your own personal community of family members and friends and friends that are family and that kind of stuff. So, this card is pretty much saying that trust your community. If you need help, your community will always be there for you. Your family members, your friends, they will always be there for you. And with that being said, you will always be there for them. If you ever need help with anything, your family members and friends will be right there. And at the same time, you will also be there for any of your community that needs help, your family members, your friends. So that's kind of the theme this year that we're looking at with these cards is helping and being helped, asking for help, having the courage to ask for help when you need it. Sometimes it's really hard to ask for help. Trust me, I know I'm terrible at asking for help. And this card kind of is like, oh shit, I do. When I need help, I need to ask for it. And I don't fear that nobody's going to be there for you, because they will always be there for you, as you will always be there for them. So anyways, stop rambling about the community card. Let's get into January. Today I'm using my favorite deck, Cat Tarot. It is the goofiest, silliest deck I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And we're starting off with the 5 of Swords, I do believe. So I need to take a class in Roman numerals because this is actually 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords represents healing. You're going to grow from this pain that you're going through, and you're going to heal. It's time for the recovery of this. And with the help of your community, you will definitely get through this. I know you can. So that's the 10 of Swords reversed for January. So for February, we have the Knight of Swords. Whatever you're wanting to do, maybe you had plans to do something in the new year and you kind of were busy healing, so you're like, you know what, let's go after that. February is the time to go after whatever it is you were chasing after. Go get it. Just make sure you have a strategic way to get it and don't rush too soon into it. So just watch that. So February is the Knight of Swords. So in March here we have the King of Cups. In March, it's time to kind of think about, the King of Cups represents a fellow in your life who is kind and very wise and very trusting and just fuzzy and warm, but also he does need his space. So if you can think of anybody like that in your life, March is the time where it's time to maybe appreciate them or speak with them if you have somebody in your life that you haven't spoken with. Sorry, there's a lot of smoke. Spoken with somebody like this in your life. Kind and just generous and also very wise, but they seem like they need space once in a while. So it's either give them the space they need or hang out with them because you've given them the space and it's time. So March was the King of Cups. April is a really good place to be at this moment in time. April is a great month. You're going to start getting rewards for all this hard work you've put into. Maybe from February when you're chasing your idea, you've chased it, and now it's time to, you're being recognized for doing such a great job, and now it's time to get rewarded in April. So April is the Three of Pentacles. So May, there we go. May is we have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I'm swooshing my cards around in the smoke because it's kind of getting into my face. So sorry about that. May is the Eight of Pentacles, and this is the time for reward. You know, you work so hard in April, and people were recognizing that in April, and May is the time to reap those rewards from all that hard work you did in April. So May is the Eight of Pentacles, and that's reward time, baby. June is the Magician card. This is a big one. If you are a creative, like if you're a writer or an artist, or you just have creative hobbies, June is the month for you. This is when creativity will explode out of your butt. June is the creative month, so get ready for June. Get hyped. You'll be so inspired, and you're gonna do great creative things. Oh, June! So good. So June is the Magician. And June is actually when I happen to be getting married. Yay! Creative marriage! So in July, we have another big one. It's the Empress. July actually happens to be my birthday, and I happen to think I am an Empress. I'm probably not, but whatever. In July, there is going to be abundance of love. So much love. Look at all the hearts and like all the love. There's going to be a giant abundance of love in July. So that is July's card, is the Empress. It's a pretty good month, I'd say. You know, I was born in it. It's fine. So August, which happens to be my husband's birthday month, is the Lovers. Now, the Lovers can signify, you know, a beginning of a new love, or the fire burning for the love that you have right now. It's usually meant as a romantic love, which, you know, in July we had the abundance of love, and here it comes scorching in, toot toot, woo! It could also represent, though, that you might be getting cold feet, and maybe you should go. As my book stated, it could mean yes, love, no, I don't want to love you, I'm getting cold feet, or yes, I'm boiling, my ears are burning, my heart is on fire, I'm a hunk of burning love. That's what August could mean for you. So August is also a big one. We got the Lovers. Man, this has actually been pretty good so far. You know, January was a little bumpy, but we're healing from December, so it's okay. Then we're gonna go after our creative ventures. We're gonna get noticed and recognized for that in April. In May, we're gonna be rewarded for that. There's gonna be a huge creative boost in June. July, we're gonna be so full of love, it's insane. In August, we are still gonna be so full of romantic love. This is more like a platonic love, or like a love for animals or plants. Just love in general. It could be romantic love, it could be platonic love, it could be animals that you love. It's just love, like your basic love. Whereas August is more like a woohoo, romantic kind of love, girl. But it could also mean that it's time to let go, and you will know when that time comes. So let's remember that. Let's move on, shall we? So in the September position, we have the Star, and the Star is meant for growing. It's growth. You're moving on, you're growing. So if your card for August for the Lovers meant that, you know, that burning love, you're gonna grow more into that love, and it's going to be beautiful. Or if your card in August meant, you're not there anymore, you're letting go of that, this is a card of healing as well and growing from that healing. So in September, we're going to grow big because this is another big one. Love it. Love all the growth. Oh, so good. Don't you jump up there, young lady. Okay, so in October, my most favorite, spookiest month of all, we have the Two of Cups, which leads to a new romance or a much more appreciation for the romance you're in right now. Maybe you guys had a kerfluffle and we're going through some stuff here in August and July, and you thought, you know what, I'm just gonna let bygones be bygones. And being silly and mad about something isn't gonna wreck our relationship and what we have. Or maybe you're still healing and you're like, hey, what's up? I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna check out Tinder. I don't know, where do you meet people nowadays? I'm going to the grocery store. Maybe don't meet people in the grocery store. Maybe you should. I don't know. Maybe you will meet somebody new and that will be that new romance. So October is still gonna be spicy and full of love. So October is the Two of Cups. So November is the Ace of Cups, which is a step back from October. And this one is a sign of new beginnings. Your cup floweth over, as this water bolt does. New beginnings are going to start. So if we're going to connect the cards again, all this stuff here, it's all connected. All these cards are all connected together and it all means something big. So as we're trying to find out now, sorry, I just moved a little bit there. So the Ace of Cups is new beginnings and growing from a dark place, perhaps. Keep in mind, abundance of like your spirituality you'll find more of. What else was there? Sorry, I just have to... Good thoughts, big love, healing, and spiritual growth is what this card represents. So all good things are coming in November as well. Man, you guys, 2020 is looking so good. And we got 2020 vision. Ew, that was a terrible joke. I'm so sorry I made it. So in the final December position, we have the Hanged Man. Things took a weird turn here. So you climbed up this tree, you gotta get down. You may be freaking out and like the problems you create in your mind might not actually be problems, but what comes up must go down. So you will find your way down. Just look at it from a new perspective, whatever the problem or not actual problem is. And just take a minute to be like, oh shit, is this actually a problem I'm having? And then either nah or yeah, it is. And you look at it from a different perspective and you will find the right answer and you will make your way down the tree. What an interesting turn of events for December there. It was all going so good, December. Why? No, I'm just kidding. It's all good. Man, what a great year this is looking to be. Like, oh my God, there's so much good stuff. And it's kind of neat how the first half of the year, you're more focused on like what you want and your wants and where you want to go and what you want to do and like yourself. You're focusing on yourself. And then once you've got to where you want to be, or you're working on it and you're like, man, this is going so well, you start working on the romantic or love relationship side of stuff. And like that's really nice. I don't know, it's work on yourself first. I have a friend, she lives in BC now, but we used to work together, and the one day she told me, she was like, you can't fill other people's cups up when your jug is empty. So you have to help yourself first sometimes. And I was like, holy fuck, she is younger than me by a lot. And I was just like, man, you are so wise for your age, dear Lord. That's awesome. So anyways, I love the aspect of the first half of the year. We'll be working on ourselves, and then we'll finally be full again, and we can work on everything else and help others. And again, this is where your community comes in. This half of the year, your community will help you. This half of the year, I feel like you are helping your community, you know, your family and friends and your loved ones, that kind of thing. So, man, this is great. Again, I want to thank you guys again. What? Sorry, not again. But I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have an awesome New Year's Eve. Be very safe this New Year's Eve. As always, I'm going to be safe as well. I don't really know what I'm going to do this New Year's Eve, but I will make sure I'm safe. I hope you guys are too, but have a lot of fun. And, 2020 is looking so great so far. So I hope you guys have a great 2020. And I hope this helped put a little perspective into what to expect this year. And that's it for me. I'm gonna go and edit this video and get it up for you guys. You'll see it. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great new year. And before I go, I'll probably just let you know, as I do at the end of my videos, if you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. Please leave a like. And if you're not subscribed yet, I definitely recommend subscribing. I can be very entertaining sometimes. And if you're subscribed already, thank you so much for all your support. I so appreciate you. And if you're interested in more stuff that I do, I am on social medias as well. I'm most active on Facebook. I actually do private readings on Facebook, as well as live stream every Thursday, almost every Thursday. And I do a whole bunch of other stuff on there. I'm also on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter and Tumblr. All the links for this social media crap are all down in the description below if you're interested in giving me a follow or a like, which would be, again, very greatly appreciated. So that is where I'm leaving you. Happy 2020, y'all! Bye!